This is my first night. Went down to where Trace Creek section meets the Middle Fork section. I am at, can't remember the name of the water source right now. Big, I don't know. Anyway, I'm getting ready to eat some grub. That's my tent. It's my little campground. And backtracked into the Middle Fork to catch 1 mile, which I hadn't done on the previous trip out. Also went another 3/4 mile trying to find this really cool rock and couldn't find it. It's kind of a bummer. Went about 3.5 miles off this trail extra on top of the 10 miles or 9 miles I've done since noon. And I got to camp about 4:20, and it is now 6:20. So I just spent besides setting my tent up and eating a snack, I've spent probably a good hour and a half on a little side adventure. And I am tired. I am beat today. It pretty much wore me out. My legs are not feeling great. So I'm gonna cook some dinner and climb up in this tent and get some rest and try to put in a good day tomorrow. Had two water crossings today that I actually had to get my river shoes on for. The first one was right off the bat, just starting the trail, and it was knee high. I about fell over as soon as I stepped into it. But cold, super cold, knee high, rushing pretty fast, but doable. Second one was just, it was over ankle high. I didn't want to soak my boots, so there's been a lot more water out this time than last time. I'm not sure if I'm going to get more rain before I get out of here. I hope not, because the first hour I was in the rain, had my rain suit on, and I just put the top on a while ago just to keep warm. It's a little cool, but I don't know. It's pretty fun being out in the middle of nowhere. Hopefully my legs rejuvenate a bit overnight, because they are beat. They are hurting. So that's it for now. All right, it's Friday 31st, 7:20 a.m. Just got up. Been getting up. Rough night, toss and turn. There's only 4 positions you can sleep in. That's on your back, your belly, your left, and your right. I definitely wore out those positions last night. Seems like about 10 minutes is all I can handle in one position. It rained last night. Got a little water in the corner of my tent. Nothing really got wet except for my sleeping bag, stuff sack. But this Thermarest pad, I definitely think it's better than the green pad I was using from Walmart. It started getting, I noticed it getting light about, I don't know, 6 o'clock, 6:15. I didn't get out of my, didn't get up till I started getting dressed around 7. It's kind of cold. You know, my camp clothes are a pair of short basketball shorts and a t-shirt. I might think about bringing base layers when considering the temperatures next time. But just making got some coffee going. I think I'm gonna skip breakfast, just get some coffee. I gotta go filter a couple bottles with water. I'm just gonna get some snacks in my pockets. I want to get on the trail and get going. I got 17 miles left on this trip. I'm kind of hoping to do about 12 today, but I'm gonna have to look at my map and figure out where my next camp spot's gonna be. And just really hoping I don't have to do a water crossing, at least in the next hour or two. I want to get warmed up, get moving. Don't really like being wet. Sucks being wet. So, I don't know. Here's to another day. Man, that yesterday wore me out. I think I'm getting a lot earlier start today, so 12 miles shouldn't be tough. I don't have to push hard today. I can take it easy. Yesterday I pretty much plowed straight through. But also, I don't know if I have more rain coming. That's another thing. Don't like hiking in the rain. I haven't done much of it, but I can tell you I don't like it. So here's to another day. Another quick video. It's 8:11. I'm just now breaking camp. It took me about an hour. Make coffee, filter water, pack up and everything. And this is where the Middle Fork meets the Trace Creek section trail. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's down that way. And then my camp, let's see, I'll flip this thing around. I guess I can. My camp was down here. This is where I camped at. And then I went and filtered water this morning, and wouldn't you know it, the trail has a water crossing right off the bat this morning. So first thing in the morning, I'm gonna have to do what I really don't want to do, and that is get my feet wet. I got my boots here, and yeah, I gotta go over this. Not a big crossing, but definitely enough to get your feet wet and cold. So this will take a few minutes to get across, and I'll put my dry socks back on that won't be quite as dry anymore. And then I'll head on down that trail. So 8:11 in the morning. Time to get your feet wet. Hello, Ozark Trail. Alright, little update. I am, it's Friday, day 2, 12:32. And I believe I am at just about to cross Trace Creek, which is probably about the 7 3/4 mile marker from the north. I just crossed Martin Road, which is 648, I believe, and since then the trail has been awesome. It's like such a better trail at this point. This has been a rough trip, not gonna lie. That I was at mile 17. That's where my camp was this morning, so I guess I've gone wow, I've gone 9. I've gone a little over 9 miles, is that right? Wow. That's awesome, and it's 12:30. So it occurred to me a while ago, before I crossed that road, I had to cross a creek and take my boots off, and I don't know, that's been getting kind of old, just the way the weather is here and everything. But I started doing the math on finishing this thing today, and it's like, I mean, by 5 o'clock, I was thinking at that time, probably by 5:30, 6 at the latest, I can be back at my truck and done with this, you know, have this thing completed. But I'm thinking I'm making even better time than that now. I've got less than 8 miles to go. It's 12:30, so 4, 6, 8, 4 o'clock. Yeah, I think I'll be at my truck before 5 o'clock, and I'm gonna do it. I had planned, my original plan was to stop at Piney Branch, which is 4.5 miles in, away from the campground, Hazel Creek campground, but man, there's no sense in stopping at 2 o'clock or whatever and hanging out in my tent for 15 hours waiting for, you know, to finish this thing out. If it was nicer weather and I was enjoying it, the weather, I'd probably stay here another night just to hang out. But the more I started thinking about a warm shower, a dry bed, just calling my girlfriend, hearing her voice, just being dry, the more excited I got. So I don't know, after I did that last creek crossing, I tightened up my shoelaces extra tight and I lit a shuck for the truck. I'm freaking been booking it, you know, the best I can do. I've got about 28 pounds on my back, but actually wanted to stop here just to show some of the scenery. And we're kind of, this is Trace, I think Trace Creek snaking through here, as you can see. And it's just, there's these little pools everywhere, and this thing just snakes and bends around. You know, another little pool over here. And I'm not sure how long this thing will record for. I'm gonna put these maps back in my, by the way, I'm using these little maps here that I didn't have a good map, so I just got online and printed these off at Summer's house. They're paper. I've been carrying them in a sandwich bag, but you know, they've done the trick. They've let me know where I'm at, and I'm kind of big on wanting to know where I'm at and judging my mileage and my rate of speed. So I'm averaging probably 2 miles an hour safely. I think I'm doing a little better than 2 miles an hour, actually. Right here on this portion of the trail, I can definitely go quicker than the first half of this trail. Hopefully it stays like this because I've still got another almost 8 miles. But some point up here, I think I'm gonna go ahead and take a lunch and refuel. But I don't know, I'm kind of curious where this Trace Creek crossing is. With all the rain, I've been doing all kinds of water crossings, so sometimes it's hard to tell. I think from the map, judging from the map, it's probably a more significant crossing, and I'm guessing might possibly would have a camp area cleared out, so I don't think I'm quite there yet, but I mean, it can just be right around the corner for all I know. But I haven't done a walking video. I don't know. These are it's fun. I've been watching a lot of these vlogs. These guys have been doing this, and I've already noticed that I'm not near as natural at it as some of these other guys. But it'll be cool to look back on this and watch it, and you know, reinforce the memories of what's going on out here. I haven't had any breakfast. I did stop at a water crossing earlier and gobbled down 2 Pop-Tarts. Oh man, this looks awesome. I'm getting into some tall pines here. Check this out. That is cool. That's what I want to see. That is not what I've been walking through. I wish I'd taken a video of what I've already been through, because it's been mud and mire and just rough terrain, a lot rougher than this, but this is making me feel a lot better about things. The first 3 hours I hiked today, man, my legs were hurting so bad from yesterday. I was like, and my original goal was to do 12.5 miles a day to put me at Piney Branch, but the more when I did that last water crossing, you know, I made my mind up, or started to make my mind up to just go ahead and finish this thing out. I don't know. It's like one of those mental things, I guess. My legs seemed to feel a lot better, and I was able to just get up and start moving a little better. Trail splits here. You can see how well everything's marked. Trail splits. Got it markered off. I will say the OT is very well marked, at least where I've gone so far. But see, this thing's 7 minutes in. I don't know. I'm guessing I'm gonna cross this Trace Creek anytime. Do have like a little, do got a pain up by my hip on my right leg. It's flaring up now and again, where I may slow down for a minute until that subsides. But feeling pretty good. 1240. Yeah, I've got less than 8 miles, so that means I had 17 miles from the campground to my truck this morning, so 8.5 miles would have been the halfway point. I'm definitely beyond that. So yeah, it'd be cool to get out of here around, like, be in my truck by 4:30. Man, that'd be great. Be back in town by 7:30. That would be awesome. That's I had no idea. Last time I went on this trail, I went with my dad right before his 68th birthday, and we did 23 miles, and we did it over. We started on noon Friday, went a full day Saturday, and then had an easy out Sunday. We averaged about 1.5 miles an hour, and I did lower my, probably, you know, I didn't really know, I didn't feel like I had pushed my limits on that hike, and I don't know that I've pushed my limits on this one, but I've seen that my limits are a little bit further. So I don't know. Today's going to be yesterday was 12.5 miles. Today I'm shooting for 17. And I thought I was dead after the 12.5 yesterday. So we'll see how that goes. But man, this trail is so nice through here. I like walking through the pines much more than the oaks, and even more so than the mud and mire and water. Oh, check this out. This is we got some ruins coming up. This would be picture worthy. This is about the only, I don't have many pictures of anything on this trail because mainly it's just trees. But here it looks like an old home from years back. Just happened on it right now. And I might even stop the video just to get a picture of this, but I think this may be the Trace Creek. I bet this is the Trace Creek crossing here, because there's well, little camp spot. So you got a camp spot, and we got this behind me. And I don't know, I mean, that's that, but usually on these water sources, if they're labeled as a water source on the map, normally there's some sign of camping. It's the only spots where there's a sign of camping on the trail. It seems to be alongside the water areas, the marked water areas. So that's kind of a good indicator of where you're at if you're trying to keep track of where you're at least in my experience. So I'm going to end the video so I can get a picture of this deal. Anyway, hopefully I'll be out of here in a few hours. Myself signing off. So back at the truck, made it by 4:30. It's 4:30. I've got about a 3-hour drive home. Man, that last mile had two, I guess I had 2 water crossings. It got rough. Last 6 miles got a little rough, but pushed through, made it. Want to talk about it some more, but I'm beat and I want to get back. So it was a fun trip. I may make another video when I get home. I don't know. We'll see you.